This is Mr. Andrew B. 1998 back with you once again. And now it's time for me to show you another round of my VHS collection for the year 2015. Yep. This time I'm going to be showing you my Disney videos. We're going to start off with the classics. The Black Diamond classics, that is. All of them are animated. And we're going to start off with this one. This is the 1985 Black Diamond Classics VHS of Pinocchio, which I got this tape at the Salvation Army thrift store in Springdale, Arkansas, back on August 8th, 2013. It says the original animated classic. Here's the spine and the back, and it says a masterpiece of fantasy, says Newsweek. It also says the best thing Mr. Disney has done, and therefore the best cartoon ever made, says the New York Times. Yep. See the tape, the sticker label. There's no print date. Yeah, this is a Canadian copy. It's got a business reply card, which of course nobody wrote on here. There you have it with this tape. Next tape I'm going to show you is the 1986 Black Diamond Classics VHS of Sleeping Beauty. I got this tape at the Helping Hands thrift store in Bentonville, Arkansas, back on December 27th, 2013. It says the original animated classic. You can see here's the spine of the prince and Princess Aurora, and the back. And it says, for artistic composition, for superb craftsmanship and design, Sleeping Beauty is a tapestry come to life, says the Denver Post. It's the tape. See, it's got a sticker label. This tape was printed on August 1st, 1986. And yeah, I also have the 1997 Masterpiece Collection VHS. I've got 2 copies of that. I also have the 2003 2003 Special Edition VHS. I don't have a DVD version of Sleeping Beauty yet, but I'm thinking about getting that someday. Next up is one of my all-time favorites. It's Lady and the Tramp. This is a 1987 Walt Disney Black Diamond Classic VHS. It says the original animated classic. Now, I got this tape at a garage sale back on June 7th, 2013. Here's the spine, character profile of Lady the Tramp, and the back. And it says, a timeless film, says the Los Angeles Times. It also says, Lady and the Tramp remains one of Disney's most enduring classics, the Chicago Tribune. See, here's the tape. It's got a sticker label. Oh. That's not a print date, I know, but it's got some information written in invisible ink, though. But no print date on this tape. Next up, we have is the 1988 Black Diamond Classics VHS of Cinderella. I think I got this tape at the Helping Hands thrift store in Bentonville, Arkansas, back on August 8th, 2013. It says the original animated classic. See, here's the spine, character profile of Cinderella, and the back, and it says, a sheer joy enchanting, says USA Today. It's a tape, sticker label. It's kind of faded. I think it's got a print date from June 26, 1988. I'm assuming. Next up is the 1989 Black Diamond Classics VHS of Bambi. I think I got this tape from a good friend named Stephen Fox back on March 2nd, 2014. It says the original animated classic. You can see here's the spine, character profile Bambi. The back, and it says a perennial classic seen by every generation, remembered long after other movies have been forgotten. It says Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times. The tape, sticker label. There's no print date on this tape. Next up we have is the 1989 Black Diamond Classics VHS of Dumbo, which I ordered this tape off of Amazon.com back in April 2011. It says the original animated classic. You can see here's the spine, character profile of Dumbo. In the back it says a film you will never forget. It says the New York Times. It's a tape. See, it's got a sticker label. It's got a print date from October 3rd, 1991. Next up, it's the Sword in the Stone 1989 Black Diamond Classics VHS. I got this tape at the I got this tape at the Goodwill store in Rogers, Arkansas, back on August 8th, 2013. It says the original animated classic. See, here's the spine, character profile of Arthur in the back. And unfortunately, this tape doesn't have a critic review. It's a tape, sticker label. It's got a print date from August 1st, 1991. The next tape I'm going to show you is the 1989 Black Diamond Classics VHS of Alice in Wonderland, which my dad brought this tape home for me back on July 25th, 2014. It says the original animated classic. I did have another one. I don't have this tape, but I'm definitely getting rid of that one. It's the spine, character profile of Alice. And the back, and it says, you'll be charmed, delighted, and deliriously amused by this latest example of the superb heights to which Disney has raised the art of movie animation, says the New York World Telegram. You can see, it's the tape, the sticker label. It's got a print date, March 15th, 1992. It's the same print date. Yeah. So this may have been a copy. I think it's got the same print date as the other one I got at a garage sale. Next up we have is the 1990 VHS of Peter Pan. I got this tape from a good friend named Stephen Fox back on March 2nd, 2014. Here's the spine, character profile of Peter Pan, and the back says 2 thumbs up. You feel Peter Pan is your age, no matter what age that is, says Siskel and Ebert. See, here's the tape, an ink label. It's got a print date from March 15th, 1990. This tape was printed 2 days before St. Patrick's Day. Next up, we have is the 1990 VHS of The Little Mermaid, which I got this tape at the Helping Hands thrift store back on July 10th, 2012. Here's the spine, character profile of Ariel, and the back, and it says, you could wish upon a star and not conjure up a more joyous animated movie, says Time magazine. It's a tape, the vertical little ink label. It's got a print date from February 23rd, 1990. Next up is the 1991 Black Diamond Classics VHS of The Rescuers Down Under, which I got this tape at a garage sale back on June 13th, 2013. Here's the spine. Character profile of those 2 rescuers. In the back it says tradition and innovation all in the same bill, says Time magazine. It's a tape, an ink label. It's got a print date from June 12th, 1991. And yes, I have 3 copies of the Jungle Book 1991 VHS. Now, why do I have 3 copies? I have 2 of them for the downstairs, and I have 1 of them for my main collection. This is the first copy. I got this tape at the Goodwill store in Holland, Michigan, back on February the 20th, 2012. Here's the spine of Mowgli and the back. And it says, "For pure energy, high-spirited, high-jinks, and cascading joy, the Jungle Book is tough to top," says People Magazine. It's a tape and the ink label. It's got a print date from March 26, 1991. Here's the second copy. I got this tape from a good friend named Luke Harris back on April 6th, 2014, after church. Yeah. Now this tape, it does have an ink label. It's got a print date from February 7th, 1991, and 7 days before Valentine's Day. Here's the third copy, which my dad brought this tape home for me back on July 25th, 2014. It's got a print date from May 16th, 1991. Now this is my dad's all-time favorite Disney movie. One of them, it is. Next up we have is the 1991 Black Diamond Classics VHS of Robin Hood, which my dad brought this tape home for me back on July 25th, 2014. See, here's the spine profile of Robin Hood, the back, and unfortunately this tape does not have a critic review. It's a tape, an ink label. It's got a print date from May 20th, 1991. Printed the day after Martin Stone's birthday, also known as Martin S. 1999. Next up is another. This is a 1991 VHS of Dumbo. I got this tape at a garage sale back on July 13th, 2012. Same case, except it's got an ink label instead of a sticker label. It's got a print date from November 28th, 1992. Yep. Next up is the 1991 VHS The Sword in the Stone. Yes, it does have the same casing as the 1989 VHS, but it's got an ink label instead of a sticker label. It's got a print date from April 14th, 1992. And next up is the 1992 Black Diamond Classics VHS of Alice in Wonderland, which it's 1991, which I got this. My dad brought this tape home for me back on July 25th, 2014. It has the same casing as the 1989 VHS. Tape, ink label, print data from January 7th, 1993, 6 days after New Year's Day. Yeah, there's some scribbling inside the case, unfortunately. Next up is the 1991 VHS of Fantasia. I got this tape after church on October 6th, 2013. You can see here's the spine file sourcer Mickey back, and this tape does not have a critic review. It's got an ad that comes with this tape. You can see it's a tape with an ink label. It's got a print date from July 23rd, 1991. Oh yeah, it was printed 19 days after Independence Day. And I'm going to show you this ad right now. And the next tape is the 1992 reprint of Robin Hood. I got this tape after church on July 17th, 2011. Yeah, this tape's got the same casing. It's got the same label. It's got a different print date from January 25th, 1994. And here are 2 copies of 101 Dalmatians 1992 VHS that I have as of now. This is the first copy. I got this tape at the Goodwill store in Rogers, Arkansas. back on December 27th, 2013. Can you see? Here's the spine of one of the puppies. In the back, and it says, great storytelling. On a scale of 1 to 10, this film gets 101. It says, Good Morning America. It's a tape, an ink label. It's got a print date from February 13th, 1992. It's printed the day before Valentine's Day. And here's the second copy, which my dad brought this tape home for me back on July 25th, 2014. Yep, same label. It's got a print date from February 9th, 1992. These two tapes were printed 4 days apart. I mean, sorry about the little mix-up. Next up, I have two 1992 Black Diamond VHSs of The Great Mouse Detective. Yeah, this is the first copy, which I got at a garage sale back on July 13th, 2012. Yep, here's the spine, character profile, Basil of Baker Street, and the back, and it says, It's Magic. It says, Joel Siegel of ABC TV. It also says, 2 thumbs up. It says, Siskel and Ebert. See? Here's the tape, the ink label. Has a print date from May 7th, 1992. Yeah, I used to have a copy of this tape, but it was broken. I replaced it with this tape. Here's the second copy, which I got this tape after church on March 2nd, 2014. Yeah, this tape was sealed. It was during morning service. It is. Morning church service, that is. The tape, it's got the same exact ink label. It's got a print date from April 30th, 1992. I believe these two tapes they're printed a week apart. Oh, and here's a business reply card. It's right here. See? Yeah, I forgot to mention at the beginning of this video. Yeah, my school was closed today. Again. Second day in a row that my school was closed. Next up I have is the 1992 VHS of The Rescuers, which my dad brought this tape home for me back on July 25th, 2014. Here's the spine of Rescuers. In the back, and it says, rousing and appealing, says the Washington Post. It's the tape, the ink label. It's got Sorcerer Mickey on the label. It's got a print date from May 9th, 1992. And next up, I've got 4 1992 VHSs of Beauty and the Beast. Yep. Yeah, that one copy that I had that was damaged. Yeah, it turns out it's actually my brother's copy. He's probably gonna have when he gets married. This is the one with this is the early copy. I got this tape at the Goodwill store in Fort Smith, Arkansas, back on July 6th, 2012. Your spine profile Belle and the Beast. In the back, and it says, the best movie I have seen this year, period. The best for adults, the best for kids is Michael Medmed of Sneak Previews. Here's the tape, the ink label. The print date is June 25th, 1992. Yep. It was printed 6 months before Christmas. This is a piece that came off this clamshell. Next up, here's a copy of Beauty and the Beast 1992 VHS that my parents had this tape in 1992, yeah. And they gave it to my cousin Houston in 1994. He had it for 20 years. And then I got this tape back, 2014. See? Has the exact same casing. Yes, it has an ink label. It's got Sorcerer Mickey on the label next to the Walt Disney Video logo. It's got 2 print dates. First one's written in invisible ink, October 31st, 1982, and November 1st, 1982. So those two print dates are printed a day apart. And here's another copy, which my dad brought this tape home for me back on July 25th, 2014. It's a tape, an ink label. Print date is August 7th, 1992. This tape was printed 6 days before my birthday. And this is the last copy. This is one my mom brought home for me back on July 30th, 2014. Yeah, the case is in bad shape. The tape appears to be in good shape still. It's got a print date from August 10th, 1992. So this tape was printed 3 days before my birthday, but I wasn't born in 1992. And I wasn't alive until 1998. And here are 4 Aladdin 1993 VHS. Yeah. Some of you are wondering, why do I have 4 Aladdin 1993 VHSs? Okay, this is one that my parents had in 1992, and they gave this to my cousin Houston, 1994. Yeah, they got this in 93 actually. I got this back at Christmas 2014. Here's the spine, character profile of Aladdin, and the back. This is a film of wonders. Amazing, there ain't never been a film like this since the Los Angeles Times. It's a tape. Ink label's got Sorcerer Mickey on the label next to the Walt Disney Video logo. It's got 2 print dates, July 6, 1983 and July 7th, 1993. Yeah, this tape's case has kind of been messed up. Yeah, the plastic has kind of been melted because it's been in an attic. Here's another copy, which I got this tape at Vintage Stock back on July 4th, 2011. It says the original animated classic on there. There's spine, character profile of Aladdin, back, same critic review. It's a tape with an ink label. It needs to get rewound. It's got a print date from June 26, 1993. And here's another copy, which my dad brought this tape home for me back on July 25th, 2014. Yep, same casing. And yes, it's got the same label. It's got a print date from July 9th, 1993. Here's the last copy, which, yeah, a good friend named Steve Fox gave this tape to me on March 2nd, 2014. This is a later copy. Same label. It's got a print date from September 3rd, 1993. Next up is the 1993 VHS of Pinocchio, which I got this tape at the Goodwill store in Holland, Michigan back on February 17th, 2014. It says, restored to its original brilliance. Here's the spine of Pinocchio, and the back says, Pinocchio is a classic that has carved an honored place for itself in motion picture history, says Gene Shout of NBC TV. It's got a business supply card right there. This tape's got an ink label. It's got a print date from January 23rd, 1993. It was printed 22 days after New Year's Day. Next up is a demo tape. It's not for sale or rental. It's the most perfect animated feature Walt Disney ever produced, says the Los Angeles Times of 1992. There's the spine from Pinocchio in the back. Yeah, this tape doesn't have a critic review. This tape's got a vertical sticker label. critic review is also on the label as well. It's got a print date from November 10th, 1992, even though this is a 1993 demo VHS of Pinocchio. Next, I mean, this was the last Walt Disney Black Diamond Classics title in the series. This is the Fox and Hound 1994 VHS. This is the one that doesn't have the Return to Jafar trailer. This one says the original animated classic. Here's the spine. Character profile of Todd. The back says Superior, a landmark Disney film. Says Joel Siegel of Good Morning America. Here's the tape, then ink label. It's got a print date from January 17th, 1994. And here's the one that does have a Return of Jafar trailer. This is why I have 2 copies of the Fox and the Hound 1994 VHS. This tape was printed February 1st, 1994. So this tape was printed 13 days before Valentine's Day. Oh yeah. And I gotta go now, guys. So peace out.